Welcome to Lore episode 72. How's it going today, fellas? Big week behind us that just happened. It's funny to say big week ahead of us. That's the normal thing. Big week behind us. A lot of cool things happened.
Now we fly ever free.
We played a lot of Through the Fire and Flames.
A lot of it. Too much of
it. We did.
Definitely as much as we were supposed to. I feel like Jake is still playing some more. I'm still playing some more.
I have more things I want to do with it.
Head.
It's locked in there. My short-term and now long-term storage in my brain is just Through the Fire and Flames. Multiple charts.
Yeah, that's another chart that I just got used to it yesterday. I literally took the night off and I was like, okay, I'm going to lock in on this video. I'm going to play more Flames to get used to it. And that's just what I did. I FC'd it twice yesterday. And like, it's just, there's so many things. There are so many things that just now spawned because I'm playing only this song. Which you can mostly attest to. I mean, we were just watching you play it before we started recording. We were like, what? The bro threw up his hands a couple of times.
This song is pushing the festival engine to its limits, the pro engine at least. Which is 100% what I expected to happen. The festival engine is still far from perfect. We all know this. I don't want to necessarily harp on it too much because how hard can you beat a dead horse? It's already dead. It's been dead. But there's a few things. Through the Fire and Flames is the perfect song to test all these issues. I'm pretty sure every issue that the engine has currently can be experienced pretty easily within Through the Fire and Flames. Most notably, actually, hold on.
Just miss a note in the intro.
Exactly. I was going to go to that. Miss
you will
any
not
note.
Get back in.
Miss any note in the intro is going to be challenging to get back on combo because the game just it doesn't like when you miss a note during a HOPO streak. It doesn't allow you to get back in very easy. You got to double strum. You got to just strum the shit out of it and hope for it.
You got to not anchor green either. You got to try to play it like a descending triplet.
It feels exactly like it. When you missed a HOPO right when version 23 of Clone Hero dropped.
Yep, the Let Me In build.
October 2019, they changed the way that the hammer-ons worked.
I'll never forget that day.
And
that was
you missed one hammer-on, and you had to strum at least twice to get back in. And so, like, constantly, it just felt like a rock band. Like that developed in my muscle memory because I was playing so much Clone Hero. That was like... You know, I feel like the peak, one of its largest peaks of popularity was like then, when that version dropped because it was also online. Online dropped then too, so everybody was playing that engine, and so one, the piston animations were too slow. Two, you had to strum the hammer-ons if you had to strum it a bunch after you fucking missed, and this is exactly what it feels like on Festival. You had to strum a whole bunch to get back in. And it's been like this since Season 4. Season 3, I guess, but like there's no Coyote timing on Season 3
was even
but
worse.
Season 4 was where it was starting to get fixed.
Alpha. We'll consider what we're in now beta because it's not perfect yet. But I also want to point out, if you didn't play
these things happen.
It's
early access.
Yeah, it's early access, brand new game. These things happen. It's only been open since
Small indie company.
Small indie company.
Epic Games.
True, sure.
Guitar Hero Van Halen also had a similar issue where if you miss a note during a HOPO string, it's hard to get back in. And that's the only Guitar Hero game to have a static hit window.
Hit window.
I think it just has something to do with static hit window and how the
Festival
engine
also has a static hit window.
Yeah.
And so does Clone Hero. I think it's something to do with how the engine handles a note that is still within the timing window of the note you're intending, but also past the strike line. So say you have like a green, red, yellow, really fast, like if you intentionally just try to hit that like red, yellow, you probably might be able to hit that red, but the yellow might not go for whatever reason. And I think it's because the green is still somehow back in the hit window. I can't explain perfectly. I'm not an engine expert.
Also, to add on top of that, if it was exclusive to Festival, you could probably hit green, yellow, red, and it would still hit.
You definitely could. You could do
That's another glaring issue that still exists. I mean, it doesn't happen to me as often.
No,
because
I agree. It doesn't.
I treat the engine with so much respect. It's disgusting. Like I treat it with like rock.
Tiptoe.
I tiptoe so much. I play it with Rock Band 3 respect, I guess.
I don't know,
and
man.
You know what?
Honestly, like Rock Band 3 is like, I think I could do better on this flame charts.
No. I totally. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's a familiar
I get what
feeling.
You mean.
Yeah, it's a familiar feeling. Like when I was playing Flames for like 4 hours, almost 5 hours straight.
Why did Google Gemini go off? What?
AI,
man. Ooh,
buddy,
AI.
Muted.
Dude, I was getting so tensed up playing Flames. Like, my back was, like, hurting and shit. My joints were hurting. I was like, dude, what's happening? And that's why I needed the edible to FC it the first time. That's why I needed it.
You needed drugs. I needed 2.25x track speed. That's what did it for me.
Hey, you know what? Truth be told, when I FC'd it twice again, I needed 2x. I needed 2x track speed.
Because you normally play 175.
Exactly.
I do, too. Yeah, 2x felt better to me as well for that song.
Your normal speed that you normally play on when you normally play Festival, not through the Fire and Flames, is 1.5, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so you bumped it up for Flames, and you bumped it up past that for Flames. I did a similar thing. I normally play 1.75. I bumped up to 2 for Flames, and I bumped it up to 2.25 for the FC.
Yeah. So, okay, with that track speed, am I the only one that, again, this Flames exacerbated every problem we already knew with Festival, right? It just really shined the magnifying glass. The light is right on all the problems. Am I the only one that really wishes we could change highway length?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Big time.
It's too short a festival, man. Like, it's just stock is too short. It really is.
I want more space. I feel like the bottom takes up so much of the real estate.
I think all the bottom games too. It needed. Yeah, the Rock Band games. Now that I thought about it, because like in the moment,
the strike line's way the fuck up on the highway for a lot of good reason.
Yeah. I think the worst one is like Green Day Rock Band. That one was terrible.
That was the worst.
Yeah, it's not great.
And then like it's so high up that like I had to. Like, my calibration is way different in that game compared to any Rock Band game.
Mine too.
And so it's like, I have to be on negative video for this to work?
Yeah, you have to go negative on that game somehow.
Yeah, you have to go on negative video only for Green Day Rock Band.
Mm-hmm.
Not for Beatles, not for Rock Band 3. It's only Green Day Rock Band. So, like... but yeah, no, I was saying, like, it makes sense that the strike line is up that high for Festival because of the glyphs on the bottom.
Yeah,
like when you're playing, you're playing on pad or something. But I feel like there's still a little bit more room to just shove it down a little bit,
or leave it exactly where it is and just
then
make it a little bit taller.
Make the highway a hair smaller too. So if you don't want to lose out on seeing what's in the background, you don't want to miss out on the your cosmetics doing the Macarena, or you don't want to miss out on seeing the new stage or the Miku stage or whatever. And it's like, just shrink the highway just a little bit.
That works.
We already know what it looks like. We know what it looks like.
The top can stay in the same like region of the screen, like the same pixels will be touching the top. But if they scale it down, it lengthens
scale it down. Then we could artificially have more things to see if it was just shrunk down just a little bit, just a little tiny bit. I think I could probably just like conceptualize it somehow. But I'm saying if you do split screen, maybe like the 2-player highway or something, just a slightly bigger 2nd-player highway if you've seen it at all, that would be pretty cool, personally. Because what Rock Band 3 Deluxe does is that you can scale the highway based on the types of presets there are if there are like more than one person on the screen. So you can have like the regular Rock Band 3 single-player highway. Or you can have the highway that it gives you when it's 2 players, 3 players, or 4 players, and it's like really fucking skinny and it's tiny. Obviously they have like the camera thing, but like that's different. But they still have those presets where you can just have it in like 2-player, 3-player, 4-player mode. And I think that'd be pretty cool just for accessibility wise. It doesn't take away from the it's just another preference. People play with fucking. What was it, Jason? You played with a pixelated background, right?
Yeah,
the pixelated background.
Crazy.
That's not something that a dev at the game would look like and be like, yeah, that wasn't my vision. I didn't expect the game to look like that. Just have the options.
Didn't MD Curtis do that too?
Yeah, MD Curtis does that too.
Better performance.
He plays on a very, very, very low
maximum performance. Yeah.
Yeah, turn that render resolution down to like 7% or some shit.
If you're playing on a PC that doesn't have the best hardware, hello, I'm struggling capping out 100% of my CPU anytime I have OBS and Fortnite open now.
Dude.
But anything that gives us a few more frames, I mean, I can't tell you how many FCs I've lost in the past to a game just skipping a frame or two, and then all of a sudden, the note just flies off the screen, and I didn't have time to react because it's gone.
Yeah, and notably, this only affects the backgrounds. Your highway looks the exact same as it does on regular 100% render resolution, so like this is huge. If you just don't care about the backgrounds, or if you find them distracting, make it a blur.
Yep.
Yeah.
What is there to look
at?
It's
like the closest thing that you can get to like a black background.
Right? Oh, you could turn your opacity up as well. It's essentially a black background now.
A lot of people do the opacity. I know MJ does that.
Dark Eye.
Yeah. I mean, dude, like Jason, same with the hardware. Like, I have an i9 9900K and I have a 2080 Ti, and like that stuff is like, even with the 2080 Ti, like my PC is starting to show its age. It sucks, you know. And it was a great CPU several years ago. That thing was awesome, but now it's like
8-year-old CPU is probably a bad call.
No, CPU is no. Like recently, my brother built a new computer. Partially, it was everything but a graphics card, essentially, because he was on an i9 9700K. So, you know, same generation of you, just a couple tiers lower, because he plays, like, you know, a lot of shooters like Tarkov and Counter-Strike and a whole bunch of other stuff too. And like,
dude, Tarkov is a nightmare to run.
Especially CPU.
It is a nightmare.
You got a 9800X3D, brand new CPU, top tier, like some of the best AMD CPUs you can get. His frames over doubled just from a new CPU.
Wow.
GPU's the exact same GPU. It was that CPU bound. Because the game is just that demanding for a CPU.
I got to get a new CPU.
I'm upgrading. I'm upgrading at the end of the month. The buddy gave me a really, really good deal on. Hold on. Let me run back the deets. I have it all right here.
PC hardware. I love talking about this.
Yeah, PC hardware right here. A 7950X with a AM5 CPU.
Hell yeah.
X670E tough gaming plus Wi-Fi motherboard and 32 gigs of 6,000 hertz Dominator Platinum DDR5 RAM. He's giving me that bundle. He's giving me that bundle. He's giving me that bundle for $525.
That's a really good deal.
That's a great deal.
Take him up on it, and I was like,
670E motherboard is expensive. Those are like $400, $500, $600
I was gonna say
range motherboards.
The CPU itself is probably pushing that
CPU
price. CPU
is definitely that price. It's one generation old, but it's a 7950X.
Yeah, but one generation old compared to like
core,
like
32
several
thread.
plus doesn't mean anything right now. You know,
16 core, 32 thread, one generation old. It's not even that much worse than the brand new one. Like this $500.
Yeah, that's a great deal.
That's a no-brainer.
Dominator. I got Platinum Dominator RAM, and like it helped, but like I'm so badly bottlenecked by the CPU at this point. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Sucks. My RAM just wants to kill itself. My RAM is not doing great.
You getting 32 gigs of that stuff?
I have 32 gigs of like 3,000 megahertz RAM.
No, in this new bundle.
Oh yeah, in this new bundle. What about
32?
Yeah, 32.
Okay, you're probably fine with 32 still. I went 64, but
32 helped me a lot. I had like 16.
I think if I absolutely need to go,
16 doesn't work anymore, man. doesn't work anymore.
Thing is, with AM5 platforms, you want 2 sticks of RAM instead of 4. So if you have 2 sticks of 16 to make 32, going 4 sticks of 16 to make 64 might actually fuck your system up a little bit. It might.
All right, then I'll just save up.
Yeah, it's
I'll
unstable.
Just save up, then.
Some systems refuse to boot with 4 sticks in.
Yeah, he told me I have the option to buy without the RAM, and he was like, I would recommend getting 2 32s or 2 48s. And I was like, okay. But I was like, I'll just take it if it's 2 16s for now, and then I could just save up.
Yeah. Why does it feel like, okay, we've got all these numbers getting larger, but it feels like everything is running shittier?
Exactly. And the games don't even look that much better than they did 10 years ago.
Well, I mean, Jake, you built your PC, and you're having a ton of problems with it.
I was. I was kind of crashing out that one day when we were talking about it. I was like, it's not even any better than it was before. It is. It is better. I am convinced, actually, that my old motherboard actually was in fact defective, because the issues I was having before were like, it was a USB issue and like a network card issue, where like my network card would just freeze. I could notice like, oh, my internet just disconnected, my mouse is getting laggy, and the entire computer's frozen. Nothing happened. It was a network card failure, and also every now and then I would just hear the USB disconnect, and then reconnect. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't unplug anything, and it just keeps happening. Like every couple minutes, there's a USB device connecting and disconnecting. A lot of times, there's the same one. What?
You got a new one?
Yeah. I sent it back. There's 2 days left on my window to RMA this shit. And I'm like, well, my mom's in the hospital. I'm not going to be home for a while. Not going to be streaming. Might as well. This is the perfect time for this to happen. I'll take apart my entire PC, ship that shit back, get a new one, and then we'll be on our way. Funny story. This is right before our cracked trip as well. So I sent that back to Newegg, which was in California. And then the next day, I left for California. I'm like, well, shit, I could have just hand-delivered this thing. It would have got there quicker. And it wouldn't have actually it got to California before I did, but I got to my destination before it got to its destination.
Yeah, you could have went there. You could have been like, hey, man, heard about you through Gamers Nexus. They said you're really good.
Hey, Mr. Newegg, Steve said this and that.
Yeah,
Thanks,
Steve sent me.
Thanks, Steve. Yeah, PC hardware, fun stuff. My Windows 11 I also reinstalled Windows 11 when I got this new motherboard. I figured I might as well just nuke everything. I might as well start brand new, fresh. I think that was a good move too, because I'm experiencing less Windows issues. Whether or not they're related to the previous motherboard issues I was having, I'm not entirely sure. I can't pin that down. But like my File Explorer, well, it's not perfect, and it still does suck ass. It's not sucking as much ass as it did before.
Mine works. Dude, on my old Windows 10 install, File Explorer was like, it was really bad.
Really?
It was dying. Yeah.
How does Windows get so bad now?
I don't know.
It slows down in File Explorer.
Yeah,
File Explorer takes time to load.
Yeah, I think it's because Windows like stores a lot of completely unnecessary like cache files and stuff like that. It like bloats itself. And that's why
Windows
you'll be like, why do I have no hard drive space? Like, I haven't installed anything. I've been installing all of these games on another hard drive, but I have 10 gigs left on this one. And it's like, and then you go into like a WizTree, which is like a thing that'll tell you where like stuff is taking up space. And you're like, why do I have like a 200 gigabyte file just called system.cfs? Like, it's just, yeah, it's terrible.
And that's the thing too. When your drive gets full like that on an SSD, it actually degrades the performance.
It's horrible. It starts to like eat away at it. If you have stuttering issues on Windows 11, I was telling my friend, my very tech savvy friend, Jaden, I was like, all my stuff is stuttering on Windows 11. What do I do? And he was just like, try restarting your computer. And I did, and it solved everything.
Yeah, restarting your computer helps. It just flushes the memory.
I never had to do that on Windows 10.
Also, on Windows 10. Oh, one of my friends was like, you know what? There's no problems if you never turn it off.
That's not true.
So like Windows 11
was on Windows 10.
You should turn it off.
On Windows 10.
No, it's not even close to true.
Yeah, I should probably just turn it off now.
Yeah, just turn it off. Oh, no, don't turn it off. You restart. They're different things. Did you know that?
Restart. Yeah, they are different things.
Did you know that turning off the PC does not actually turn off the PC? It saves the state of your PC to like short-term storage so that it can boot faster.
That makes sense.
Next time, but a restart actually restarts everything. It's a fresh, clean slate. So turning off your PC is technically worse than restarting your PC.
So what you're saying is it's a bad thing to always be turned on.
Yeah.
If it's like longer than 4 hours, you should probably talk to your doctor. Let's talk about Soya games. That was fun, wasn't
it? That was my segue.
Yeah, that was great. So Soya Desu, friend of the show, a lovely individual, put on she's doing a subathon right now, the Flame-a-thon. Did a little Lore Hero quiz show with us on whatever day that was. Was that 2 days ago? Was that Sunday night?
Yeah, I think it was 2 days ago. It was on Sunday.
Yeah,
Sunday.
Yeah, it was very fun. It was fantastic. I think we might upload that either here or Soya will upload it on their YouTube channel. I'm not entirely sure how it is, but the VOD will be up.
Callie recorded it.
She's cool. Yeah. If the VOD's up, then like she said, we're free to use it however ever. Yeah. And so we should just put it up as like a bonus episode.
I agree. I think we should put it up on our channel. She gives full permission to do so. I think it'd be a good bonus, and it's something I want to do more of in the future. Like sometime again later down the line. I think we should do another quiz show. That was fun as fuck.
That was enjoyable. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you know what? Last year, Mike Sneakcoot, he came to me and was like, "Yo, Hero Guesser Jeopardy," like a year ago. So we should hit him up.
Let's hit up Mike.
Hit him up, and like we should figure out something to do.
Yeah,
with that.
I think you can use Bazinga. I think that's the website people use to do Jeopardy stuff. Buzz Inga.
You know what I like, and it's a trend that I've been seeing more recently that I think is really cool. I feel like I don't know how else to describe this, but like kind of like a distribution of wealth, but like replace wealth with like community spotlight. I think a lot more people, smaller individuals in the community, are getting more recognition now, and like more collaborations are happening with other creators. And I think it's a really good time to be a creator in this space right now, right? Because several months ago you had Soya kind of come out of nowhere, longtime player, but decided to, get more involved in the community. And now, Soya's doing great with performance on content creation. Mr. Electric Nick, same story, came out of the woodwork. He was like, I was pretty good at this game back in the day. Like, I should come back and get involved with the community again like he was back then. Sneakcoot has been around for a long time, but like now he's streaming and stuff. And like, I think, what we did with Soya kind of showed me where it was like, it's really cool that it seems like everybody's getting like a more unified spotlight now. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. And Soya's doing a good job of fostering that sort of community. She has the lobby where you can just she'll invite you in, and then you can just hop on stream. Like right now, doing the Flame-a-thon.
I did that. I did that yesterday morning.
Yeah, I did that on what is that? Monday night. Me and Callie were just chilling in the lobby voice chat for like 3 hours, shooting the shit with Soya's chat while she was sleeping during the subathon. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. She's got a great mind for this, and I think that Soya, in general, is. I don't want to just be glazing over here.
Glaze sesh.
At the same time, but to be honest, they deserve it, right? Like I saw somebody 100%. In their chat pop up. I heard about this. Someone has said, "Oh, Soya gives off industry plant vibes," and I'm like, "What? What? No, they put in hard work. Just because you weren't paying attention."
Industry plant?
No, just because you weren't paying attention.
Community's big enough to where we're actually calling ship industry plants now.
Yeah,
let's go.
That's a good sign, right?
Here, let me industry plant something. Here, look. Flames got done on pad with a controller. It got done with pad on a controller. Now, and with the
a PS2 DualShock.
DualShock. All right. I don't know what adapter Bro is using. It could be a Blue Indigo, but it's probably not. It's probably some basic HID adapter.
Yeah, you would need a Blue Indigo. Blue Indigo's for guitar. Technically, you can do anything with a controller, but I mean, you can use any off-the-shelf USB to PS2 thing. The reason that the guitars can't use this because it gets
and he did it with the OG He did it with the OG layout. Look at the Chorus 2 trill, man.
He's doing straight up Brazil right here,
nuts. Bro. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, go skip to fucking 315. Skip to 315. That's the big trill.
Oh, is this the trill? Oh my god, I have to see this.
That's insane. Woo! Holy shit. That is fast. Dude.
Holy fuck. I gotta run that back in slow-mo.
You know what's diabolical? That is the only festival video on Bro's channel. That is diabolical. That is the only festival video on
God damn. Okay,
last video was 2 years ago.
Okay, so it worked on this guy. It worked. So he's like, through the Fire and Flames, I'm going to hop on the game. I think that's what they're going for.
That apparently doesn't exist.
Played Cliffs of Dover 4 years ago on DualShock Clone Hero FC. So he's a DualShock player.
Blood and Thunder on expert drums on keyboard.
I was going to say, DualShock Blood and Thunder drums? What the hell?
Yeah, no. The way that he's playing, it's like the dude's probably got a lot of experience with GH2 where you can't anchor on DualShock.
Yeah, absolutely.
At all. And so, like, that most likely attributes to the trill speed there.
He has
being doable.
11-year-old videos, like Warriors of Rock.
Like,
he's been around, and now he's
PS2.
Back.
I think this is PS2.
Didn't exist on PS2, fake fan?
Yeah, so Sorry, bro.
That's crazy. Holy shit.
Huh.
Yeah, no, yeah, props to SNES RB.
SNES RB.
Yeah, that's cool as hell.
911 subscribers.
Goodness gracious.
First ever on controller, and it was a fucking PS2 controller. I love that so much. In the default old school layout. Oh, hold on. Yeah. I just realized he definitely is using some sort of like Sanctuary-based adapter.
Most likely. If he knows about like Score Spy and shit, and he knows
there's
about
glyphs
all
at the
that.
bottom. It's ASKL with an Enye as well. Cool.
Yeah, so shout out to the DualShock community.
That's cool as fuck.
This is that was your time to shine, and y'all motherfucking showed out. That's sick.
I love this so much with the default OG guitar mapping.
Default OG mapping. That's so fast.
So in the comments they said, believe it or not, I tried once with the default layout. I can do the fast part, but not the entire solo after that.
Yeah,
so they
so
had to switch for GH3. They had to switch for GH3 to be able to do the whole song. That's crazy.
I do also want to point out that them hitting the trill with the controller, I gotta say it. MD Curtis did get shut up from this because he said it couldn't be done on controller.
He did.
So now the question here is that you have faster inputs with multiple fingers. Yeah, but not like this.
This isn't a muscle that you use much to like spam, but you can spam these things.
MD Curtis hop on the classic layout.
Shit like this.
Yeah, shake it.
I was trying to play with the controller, like laying on my fucking desk and playing it like a keyboard, and like it was not.
That's what I did, and I was like, this doesn't work either.
It was not working, man.
Hey, if anybody has trouble hitting that trill, though, there is an easy way to hit it. There is.
Cheating.
Play it as chords. Play it as chords. It works.
You have to time it a certain way, but if you time it a certain way and then lift off at a certain time, it does work.
It does work.
Because notes can get hit out of order on pad, and I think that's actually a good thing for pad.
That's why Pro Lead has that, because it was just a carryover that they didn't take into consideration.
Yes, I believe that is the case, yes.
Yeah, it was just a, clerical error, kind of.
In a way.
So now here's a question. When it comes to tap mode, we know drums are in the background being worked on. Maybe they'll be out in a few weeks. We don't even know because there's a new
April 8th, season 8. Please, God,
please.
Will we? If we do see pro drums, do you think we're going to get a community around people trying to play tap with it?
Yeah.
Oh
man.
So.
Oh, I've waited so long for this. Hold on. There's this guy that plays keyboard drums on Phase Shift. I may have brought it up on the show at some point.
I don't think so.
But his name was like the Keyboard Warrior DX. Yes, I'm still subbed to him. He has not posted in over 10 years, almost 10 years. But this guy, he had a very unique way of playing the game, but nonetheless, it's keyboard drums. But you can see like he takes advantage of the ghosting on the keyboard so that he's able to hold down his kick input, and then he does it like kind of like trills. It's very interesting. But like,
that's cool.
Yeah, I can totally see this being a thing if people figure out like macros for this shit or something. Or since there's no double bass, then there's no need to be doing stuff like that. But yeah, just look at you can just see how he's playing. He gets some really insane FCs like this. But,
oh my god, this is awesome!
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
This is super cool.
Not gonna lie, it is pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is the last video that SNES RB uploaded was them playing drums with keyboard on Clone Hero.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, this is a thing.
On a Mastodon song.
Funny.
Bro,
see you, Brent Hines. 25 years. Thank you very much.
What, the
go
drum
to
solo?
Go to 340.
No, Brent Hines, the guitarist, left the band. Mastodon for 25 years. For 25 years they were together, and now they're not. And apparently it was kind of messy, but that's okay.
Oh my god, these inputs are so clean, dude.
Because Brent Hines has been pretty distant from the band for a while now, and shouldn't come as any surprise. Let me just commiserate real quick. I just went and bought another signed album. I have almost every album signed from them. It's okay.
Bro, did you see the drum solo FC?
I guess,
he's like tap dancing on the fucking keyboard.
It's really cool.
It's wild.
What time?
The inputs are so clean.
340. I'm there.
It's so clean.
I don't think he is taking advantage of ghosting. He's not like kind of trilling it at all.
Dude,
These
the
are
shit
all
he does for like
inputs.
Also, he's playing on lefty.
That's cool as hell.
Yeah, he's playing on lefty. So the snare tom part, like the crossover he's doing.
The crossover is natural. It's like playing on a guitar.
So from what I'm gathering, he has each drum mapped to 2 keys, so he can trill it, kind of, right? And then he's just kind of
that would be horrible.
Like one
for
motion,
perfects.
but hitting 2.
Yeah. That would be horrible for like getting perfects, but like if it's fast enough, then like it'll suffice. But I can totally see people playing like this.
Absolutely, it'd be more engaging than regular drums.
He has Eden Waves 2X.
Oh, dude, he does stuff even crazier than this. Oh yeah, here you go. This one was my favorite. Unfurling a Darkened Gospel 2X bass pedal FC.
Oh god,
on fucking keyboard. This one is insane. He does like blast beats on a fucking keyboard. But you can see that he's chording.
Oh my god.
He chords the blasts. He chords the blasts.
Yeah,
because you're talking about, we're on the subject of the trill in Flames. It's like, yeah, you know what? I used to watch a guy that would play like this. So,
I mean, it makes perfect sense. I mean, that's what you do when you're alt tapping, pretty much. You do you can do like a nice little or you can just do it's just kind of one motion.
Yeah, you can roll. You can choose to roll your fingers, or you can choose to tap your fingers. They're two different like motions essentially. Where like when you roll, you're chording it, but you're using your wrist to like if you learn zigs. Yeah,
this is like this is just more complicated zigs. 5K.
Also,
like
he's definitely from Russia. He's definitely from Russia because he has a VK link in the description.
Oh, yeah. That's Russia.
Yeah. This is so cool.
Right?
I love seeing this. And also, it's a complete throwback to me when I first started streaming on Twitch, seeing the Warriors of Rock theme on Phase Shift. Yeah, dude, that's nostalgia for me, man.
The fucking awesome. The Terra clip where she tears down the green screen.
Yeah, dude.
It's such a good clip.
Bro, he played Caravan and got 99%.
What?
This is 9 years ago.
Wait, this must have been right when the chart came out.
Caravan
99K
2015.
Oh yeah, that's his highest. I think it's like one of his highest viewed videos.
Yeah, I sorted by popular, and that's how I found it.
Oh yeah,
99% on Caravan 9 years ago. Holy shit!
Oh my god.
Also, the engine for drums on fucking Face It, you could spam the hell out of.
Yeah, you can.
You could spam the hell out of the tom, like the snare or the toms, and like it never overhits.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Yeah, so like
not even cool.
I was gonna say, I think. Hold on, you might be able to tell if he's like playing on drunk mode too. If you look at his like multiplier, I don't think he plays on.
Did something like that exist in 2015 on Phase Shift?
Phase Shift had a drunk mode. It does.
Phase Shift has had a drunk mode for a long time.
I've never played Phase Shift. I'm a fake fan.
Yeah, I looked into the community like a little bit, and I was like, this looks like a cool game. But I was like, this game feels like shit though. Why? And so it turns out they have it's a frame independent engine.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's
Phase Shift is a frame independent engine. It's just the game also does not run very well.
You have that classic video, bro. That classic video where you did like 8 players at once.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Brennan's Discord, long time ago, we did 7 players online, and we were just playing. Like FL Studio shit. It was fun.
How did that not become so much better than it was? Like, you could all that functionality that long ago. Like, what happened?
Yeah,
Phase Shift take off.
Yeah, Phase Shift was a thing since like 2011. I didn't really follow it until like maybe 2013 or 2014, and then I was like, oh, is there like a Rock Band theme for it? And there was like a pretty good Rock Band 2 theme for it. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. It has pro drums and stuff, and you know, it has keyboard, piano support, and all that. I think it was just. Man, I was like, I wish the guitar engine felt better.
The engine just doesn't feel good.
The engine
feels gross.
It feels super, super gross.
Well, that can be fixed.
The reason that I went to Phase Shift when I first started streaming, though, was the exact reason that Clone Hero became popular.
Yes.
It was easy to set up, and it didn't matter how it felt to play. It was just, you could get songs you wanted and play them.
Yeah.
Like GH3, like, Jason, I remember like one of the first times I watched you, like I asked if you had a song, and you were like, 760, like I think I have that, but like not in the SGH I have loaded right now, and like I want to change it. SGH, so like, when I stream tomorrow, I'll stream out a different SGH. Like that's how it was back then, man. You had
basically the digital equivalent of switching out the cartridge.
Bro. And then you would go back. Bro, you'd go back and be like, oh shit, I forgot to hit orange to save changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to save changes to what set list that you changed, and we would only be limited to having 3 set lists chosen at a time.
And what was it like?
They could not exceed like 80 songs, or else they
songs.
There was a song limit too.
It was like it was like 84, like 94 or something. Like
I think it might have been less than that, man. I think it was like 60.
Probably.
Yeah.
Whatever Carpal Tunnel Hero 1 was that was the limit. That was the limit. Yeah, people don't realize CTH1 was made for GH3.
Yeah, that's pre Clone Hero.
And then CTH2 was being made for GH3, and then Clone Hero came out, and Jay Duran was like, "Oh shit! Like this is so cool. You can do album art and stuff. Like we gotta do this for Clone Hero. Like that's how that happened."
Isn't CTH2 also really old, like GH3 era?
It was supposed to be a GH3 set list. We were gonna have multiple SGH files. We were gonna have like 5 SGH files. It was gonna be horrible.
Yeah, because it was like how many songs was it? It was like 200
and I think we did release it. I think we
did
release
a
GH3 one.
It did come out. It did come out. I have it.
Yeah.
And I played it on there when it first came out because I was like, this is the way God intended CTH2 to be played. I was like, this sucks. I'm just gonna play the rest on Clone Hero. This is fucking awful.
And then CTH3 has like 700 songs.
CTH3 jumped the shark.
CTH3 is really fucking big.
It's huge.
It's big. It's really
too
big.
large. It's too much.
And there's DLCs,
like but it's awesome.
Thing,
It's fucking awesome. Yeah. It's an awesome pack of songs for anybody.
It's awesome. But hear me out. I think we would have done better for the community if that was split into 2 set lists to give each more time for people to absorb and play them, because right now some songs are in that pack that are never getting played because they're just lost in the void.
You should play the, what is it, Alec, the Ascend solo medley, the fucking Greg Howe one that has like the impossible synth part.
Oh,
it's horrible.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
That one's
don't play that solo medley. Just don't.
I played it on like Yarg default, and I was like, "What is it? This is not."
Yeah, I remember we were in VC. You were like, "JP, what the fuck is this shit?" And I was like, "Oh yeah,
I was just playing solo medleys, man.
It's the Ascend solo medley."
I got fucking jump scared, man. Jump scared.
Well, I think that so the CTH3 DLC packs kind of learned that lesson because they're like more of like a standard
I like those
set
DLC
list length.
packs. They're nice.
They're great.
Yeah,
they're great. Yeah, they're really good. Yeah, that's part of the problem, man. Like, Clone Hero setlist, like custom songs, like, you know, we just got oversaturated, and it's like, you know, people were excited to be making new content, but it's like we have too much content now. I never thought we'd get to that point. We have too much content.
I like how the community has not stopped adding more and more content, because then like one day, since we already take this shit for granted, it's just gonna be like, okay, I'll go to Encores, look up the song, it's there. Excellent.
It's all there.
It's just all there. And I can just download SNG. There you go. Oh, it's got drum started. Excellent. Yeah. Okay. And because like this is where I'm going with this is that I ran Clone Hero lobbies last week online, and there was just this guy on Reddit that put together a bunch of charts, like 1,000 charts in one fucking download, and it was like all full band. And chart quality is varying, of course, but the fact of the matter is though it was online. Like it was like for online full band usage. I was like, okay, this is cool. I'm gonna just give people this pack, shrink it down with Opus to like 4 gigs, and then everybody can have it.
Opus is so good, dude.
Yeah, Opus is fire for that. And so like, I just see it as like keep the content that people put out. Shit will get played. It eventually gets played. And just the fact that people are still like putting like hundreds and thousands of charts out there, it's just
wasn't there a new, what was it called? Lane Breakers came out recently.
Lane Breakers came out for Rock Band 3, and I haven't played that yet. I
saw that video.
Really awesome.
Yeah.
I was being told that that's basically like a giant Rock Band 3 DLC pack, and it's like a whole new game. And like this is people playing on vanilla, not even deluxe. They're like, it's got full animations with like lighting shows. And
that's
and
a
all
lot
this
of work.
Stuff.
Yeah, man.
Wow,
fully
authored.
charted.
A lot of work.
Yeah, so I think that was Giga Coops and
oh, okay,
that makes sense.
Yeah. There was a bunch of contributors to that project, right? Where's Lane Breakers?
You just look up Lane Breakers on YouTube, and you can see the announcement from like a year ago. But there's a whole bunch of stuff in there. I should.
Yeah, wow,
definitely.
You're old.
Oh, they're putting up videos of every song on there as well. Full. Okay, cool. Oh, they are probably already up. There's a lot of them here. But here's the release trailer. I saw this and I thought that was cool as hell.
Yeah,
they did
it's
Tommy
essentially
Cat.
like a lot of stuff that you would see in a modern rock band. And I agree. This is
I mean, dude, you got like we got Primus, we got Rush, we got Taylor Swift, Billie Eilish.
Yeah, it's
we have another The Who track. We got Tina Turner, Young the Giant.
Periphery,
we have Fort Minor,
100 Gex.
100 Gex, Crush 40, Oliver Tree. Come on, is this not stuff 40? That you wouldn't see in like a new rock band game?
Thank you, Scientist. They did My Fame Disappearing Act.
They did My Fame Disappearing Act full
banger.
band?
That's a banger.
There's
Break Stuff. Limp Bizkit.
Oh yeah, Spirit Box.
This is cool. This is cool.
Dude, this is like I gotta download this. They did Institutionalized. They did the real version.
Yeah, and then like this will just work in Yarg because it's a con file, bro.
Yeah.
Con file support is so fucking cool, by the way.
Con file support's insane. Shout out to Hugh.
Hugh did that?
Yeah. Hugh broke his fucking brain learning how to port that over.
Dude, and Pro Keys. There's Pro Keys.
Yeah, it's got Pro Keys.
And it all has animations. That's the biggest part. Animations and light shows, all that stuff. It's very
animations
cool.
and the light shows are like the biggest for me. Like,
that's just the small touches that make a huge difference.
Yes.
Dude, we got.
I don't even say small touches. I feel like making. Coming from somebody
it's
who
a non-gameplay thing. The chart is you're playing it. That's not going to change, but just the entire vibe changes when you see that your character
the vibe shifts,
and doing all this.
In a way, it affects gameplay. In a way, it affects gameplay. Look at Death
by gameplay, I meant like just by like just
look
playing
at Death
it. How
and the fucking seizure lights on the screen during the hardest fucking part of the song.
Yeah,
bro. Destiny full band.
Yeah, there's Destiny down there. Yeah.
Hold on,
so exciting.
You want to know how much animations makes a difference in gameplay? Okay, go play Stick Season or ABCDEFU on Festival and wait till your character starts headbanging wildly.
Yeah.
Didn't they fix that? It still happens, but not.
No,
as
it still happens.
It's so funny.
It's the season of the sticks, and
yeah, I love this song.
Forgot that I existed.
I missed the jump personally. They took out the jump. So I think the jump was my favorite.
I was just watching an old video. Yeah, I was watching an old video of Karen Wayward Son. Like I was going back to see when Pro Lead actually dropped. And I was going back on my channel because I knew I uploaded right away. I had Karen Wayward Son FC, and like when the hard part comes up, characters like whoa, jump up, down. It was very funny.
It's like yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, hard
part. Pogo stick.
Let's go.
Talk about the background stuff like that. I encountered this last night playing Festival through the Fire and Flames, where like the background was changing colors rapidly, and I have a thing on my TV. I was playing in my living room on my living room TV. I was playing in there, and I have a thing on my TV where it's just like a camera that looks at the colors, and then it backlights it with LEDs on the back of your TV to like you know. It's not a very fancy one, but it still like shoots an LED.
It has
the
camera, right? It has the camera.
Yeah, it has a camera that you mount on top of it, and it looks at what's going on your TV, and like it projects the color out. But I was playing through the Fire and Flames with that thing on in pitch black because it was cool. All my lights are off because when the lights off, you can see the lights better, the LEDs. But it was getting insane. It was actually kind of straining on the eyes with how fast like colors were changing because the colors were being projected out onto my wall. And it was like, this is distracting as shit. And then I turned all my lights on and it was fine. Like, so it wasn't just darkness with all of a sudden, flashing lights.
Jake, I'm going to interrupt you because new product just dropped.
Hey, yo?
I see it. I see it.
Introducing the Mini Host USB adapter. This slim, lightweight adapter is perfect for those looking to use only USB wired or wireless guitars and drum controllers and is more affordable than the V3. How and why? What?
Wait.
Lightweight adapter is perfect for those looking to use only USB wired or wireless guitar and drum controllers and is more affordable than the V3.
Yep, he's been working on this.
What differentiates this from a V3?
Dude, oh my God, look at the product page.
Scroll down, he's got a little chart.
The product page, there's a mode selector. There's a fucking mode selector.
Okay, that is cool.
On his website.
Default is for Clone Hero, Yarg, Guitar Hero, and Rock Band, and then there's a keyboard mode for Fortnite Festival.
Okay, that's cool. I like having a physical switch. That's nice. Instead of holding out a button.
Will this work with MIDI drum kits?
Yeah, should.
If it works with MIDI the RCM V3, then it works with this. That's insane. Holy shit!
I need wireless USB guitar and drum controllers. See compatibility. Listen to description below.
This is cool. Yeah, I like this a lot.
Okay,
360.
So this is the one. Okay, so the V3 adapter is actually I have one right here. That has the Wii port. So if you have a Wii controller, you can plug it in there and it works like that. So this is essentially the V3 without the Wii port.
Minus the Wii port.
That's how I get it.
This is okay. So this is great for two reasons. One reason, one giant one in particular. People think that the RCM V3 is just a RAFnet replacement.
Yes.
No.
But this is the be all end all. It's like, okay, this is what it does and this is what you can do. While this new product exists, the RCM V3 already does this minus the physical mode switch.
Yeah, I like the mode switch, but I'm gonna go get one or two of these guys.
Yeah,
having the mode switch is way better. A 5? I'll take 4.
I need 4. A couple of these.
Just 4. You can't play with 5 people. I can play with 4 people though.
On Yarg, I play with 5 people.
And $14 only. That's fucking nothing for what this can provide for you.
I went on Twitter. He posted this like several minutes ago.
Yeah, this is brand new. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I knew he was making this. He showed me pictures of the PCBs like a month or two ago. I think that once he knew that like the crack guitar was gonna have a dongle, when he saw the trailer, he was like, "Oh shit, yeah, this is perfect."
Yeah, I can already see the dongle sticking out the other side of this thing. It's like a Brook adapter, man. It literally looks like a Brook adapter, but a Brook adapter is $40 fucking bucks.
Yeah, those
sick.
guys are making.
See,
big
now this changes like the whole side of, oh, I want to use my controller from this console on another one. This already changes it. You know what I mean? Like, I think the Brook adapter is different though because that has built-in auth. Because that's how I was able to. I played. I did something really cursed like 2 or 3 years ago when the whole Xenia on Xbox Series was a thing. I played Guitar Hero 2 Deluxe on my Series S, and with a guitar, and then it just worked.
That's actually crazy.
I had the Brook adapter, and it had auth built into it. So like all I had to do was plug it in, and then plug my guitar in. I had a Force Always guitar build of GH2 Deluxe, and then I played like one fast solo A. It was laggy as shit, but I FC'd it. But like I did it.
But you played on Guitar Hero 2 for the PS2. No, Xenia, right?
No, Xenia. So it's 2 Deluxe. Yeah, 360 Deluxe
on your Xbox Series X.
On my Xbox Series S, and I had to offset the song by 700 milliseconds.
Oh my
for it
god!
To
what?
Shout out to Xenia.
Jesus, man.
Shout out to Onyx for adding that fucking feature when I asked for it.
Oh my. Yeah. Have you talked about Resyncinator on this show?
I
think when it came out.
You know what? It doesn't matter. We always need to talk about We always need to talk about Resyncinator. Speaking of delay, and if people obviously thank you for listening all the way through. When you do, we always like talking about these stuffs and things when they come out. JNAC actually dropped this 2 weeks ago. He dropped it 2 weeks ago, I think.
According to the YouTube video, February 26, 2025. So it's 3 weeks. 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, 3 weeks. Okay, 3 weeks as of tomorrow. It's a tool that takes a vanilla or any ISO of Guitar Hero 1, 2, and 80s, and then it runs a script on it that will be able to push every audio file for any song forward or backward, depending on your delay on your TV. Because Guitar Hero 1, 2, and 80s don't have separate audio and video calibration. This just runs a script so that it pushes all the audio forward. And so now you're probably thinking you could already do that with Onyx. If you input all the songs and you just do an offset and you add it to a custom, like an empty blank disc, and you have
you're right, songs. But not really.
Yeah, it's not really because when you do it that way, sometimes the MIDI gets fucked up, and then sometimes the strums, the hammer-ons turn into strums.
Yeah, I had that happen.
Things get changed, and also at the same time, you're not getting the full game experience out of it. You're just making a GH2 clone. You're making a GH2 custom disc that's just a bonus song, so you don't get career mode progression out of that at all. The difference is that you can input an ISO the way that it came. All it does is push up the audio, and then it spits it back out to you the same exact way. So then you can, for the first time ever, I was able to play Guitar Hero 2 in 4K with no lag on my living room TV.
That's so
sick. The first time ever.
Nice, dude.
And there's also pre-compiled downloads there as well. So if you want to play Guitar Hero 1, 2, 80s on PCSX2, you can go download the 60 millisecond already pre-done.
Yeah, you don't
ISOs.
have to change any of the audio settings in PCSX2. You just have to change the renderer to Vulkan.
It should just work.
All you have to do is change renderer to Vulkan and then map your guitar. That's it.
Best render.
So PCSX2 is going to feel really good now to play the original games. Guitar Hero 3 and beyond, not so much because that's not part of this. That's not a Milo engine. You're not going to be playing those on PCSX2 anyways, unless you're playing a custom ISO. But that doesn't matter. It's not in the scope of this. But also, like you said, like your living room TV, 150 milliseconds.
I want to
try that out. And if that's not enough, change it. Try something else.
I want to say Addy is looking into doing a Resyncinator for the GH3, the Neversoft games for PS2.
Of course,
I mean,
why not?
There's a lot of custom. Dude, I want to play GH Live PS2 with no lag.
Exactly, it'd be the biggest for Guitar Hero 3. Everything else beyond that, there's no custom scene for World Tour on PS2.
Beatles Rock Band GH3 PS2 Come on.
I'm talking GH3 PS2 would be the only game that really matters for, and maybe Aerosmith, but World Tour and beyond. I've never seen a custom for GH World Tour on PS2. Is that a thing that exists?
Me neither.
I don't think anybody's done that.
I think they do exist. It's happened.
We just haven't seen them.
I haven't seen it in a very long time. I remember a year or two after it came out, people were modding World Tour to give it DualShock support and to have custom songs in it, but I don't remember it going well.
I know that there's mods to enable debug menus and stuff like that on PS2 stuff. I don't know about any custom songs.
Did you guys watch Addy's new video?
Oh my
Addy
God!
Put up a new video.
God, he's good.
Yeah, the broken drums video, Jason.
It's so fucking good.
I have not seen
You must check this out.
Have you seen either of them?
Out.
There's 2 videos. Drums and Guitar Hero are broken, or Guitar Hero drums are broken.
It's fascinating.
I remember the first one, but I have not seen a second.
It is new. It just came out last week.
He elaborates more in depth on certain things that he discovered, and like he was actually hitting me up because he was trying to figure out what issues Ace was having when he was trying to FC Laser Cannon Death Sentence online. Very, very interesting. Like Ace had to do some weird shit to make sure to he had to activate on a certain part in order to hit it, I think.
Yeah. The way that he explained it to me was so funny. He was like, yeah, when I had to host online, and as a result of me hosting, the game created a broken note. I had to figure out where the broken note was so I could activate over it. And on top of that was the lag of being online. So it overall was not, but like they got it done quick. It only took them it took them like a week, I think, right?
Yeah,
not even a week.
I have this video up now. So apparently the activation he's going to do right now is only because a note right there was unhittable for him when he hosted. So.
Yeah, because activating auto hits. So
when you activate on drums, you hit yellow and blue, and it hits the couple notes for you. But yeah, that's the only reason that he did it there, is because it literally was impossible otherwise, because these games are crazy.
Yeah, it's a great video. Shoutouts to Addy. Addy does a lot of work, like behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see.
Jason,
GC Permadeath, Addy Mills, Frag.
Yeah, you're gonna get a kick out of this, Jason. So, he mentions in there's a 4-lane mode section of the Guitar Hero Drums Are Broken 2 video, and he talks about how if a 4-lane drum player faces off versus a 5-lane drum player, it'll always be unfair because the 5-lane drum player not only has an extra note, but it has a specific multiplier on the orange symbol that does not exist on 4-lane at all.
Until GH5
and I file.
Until GH5.
All the World Tour engine games, there's a multiplier in the orange note that doesn't exist otherwise. So it's not fair.
And then how much sloppier the 4-lane mode is.
And accent multipliers too. So if you're using a Rock Band guitar, or like a Rock Band 1 guitar, or drums rather, drums not guitars, drums. You can't. The game is not allowed to like see any. Well, I guess the Rock Band 1 drum set doesn't have like pressure sensitive stuff. It's just a hit or a not hit. So you can't hit any of those accent notes and get the 1.5x. Yeah, the Rock Band 2 kit allows for different like velocities or whatever.
Velocities
you consider that.
And the Ion drum kit also.
And Ions as well. And I don't think the World Tour engine games were allowed to do that with Rock Band kits until GH5.
Nope.
I mean, look, bottom line, I mean, we like League and Chard from Cracked has told us some stuff about like the just World Tour and like the development timeline, and it makes sense that the drums are this broken. It makes sense.
Yeah, but also it shouldn't be that broken years down the line with Warriors of Rock, because Warriors of Rock is even more broken in some regards.
Yeah, they didn't have any time, and then they got to Warriors of Rock, and I think at that point they were just so guitar-brained anyway that they were like, yeah, whatever, man.
All right.
Also, having support for 4-lane was just like we kind of have to do that because people are gonna have this over the GH kit.
Yes,
I kind of feel like yes, I am. I feel like drums have never gotten as much love as guitar.
No, they don't.
It's Guitar Hero after all.
Right, but looking back at these clips, like I played one offset at my friend's house. I never really got to get deep into it because I never had a drum kit. I never had space, etc. But like, I can't imagine if we had something like this nowadays, that these kind of problems would slip through the cracks again. Right?
Hey, wait for pro drums to come out, pal. Yeah. You wait there.
Hey, no, that's exactly where I was going though, right? Like, if we're getting pro drums in Fortnite, I hope that they're doing it the right way. And if we ever do see another Guitar Hero in the future or anything else, I hope that they approach drums in a way that really takes the community into account. Because I feel like Rock Band did it the best looking.
Oh, for sure.
With pro.
1,000%.
Oh, without a doubt.
Best looking, best feeling, best performing.
It still could be better.
Yeah.
it still could be better. I'd love to see hi-hat pedal and things like that in the future, you know?
I think that's probably the one thing that like Gitadora, they separated that as like its own entire different note. But then that also spawns a whole different you have two pedals in Gitadora, and it either acts as a hi-hat pedal or as a second bass pedal. So like when you look at it in a chart, it's like, oh, that's supposed to be a hi-hat pedal. Oh, wait, that's supposed to be a double kick. Like it's not clear in that regard. Like that, it kind of takes away from like that immersion point of playing drums.
So you're saying you need to add another lane so you could have two kicks and then a hi-hat.
Yeah, exactly. Then, how fun would that be to read?
Well, I guess it doesn't need to be another lane. It'd just be two notes in the same kick lane. You have to have another pedal is really what they would need to do.
Yeah, it's like a tough thing to develop intuitively is really what it comes down to, Like, I feel like that would take a lot of trial and error to figure out a way for that to, like, a lot of testing. And, like, I think it's possible. It's just, like, it's going to be tough to do.
Yeah, and here's the thing, too.
Pedal.
Gitadora drums, sure, but in this genre, the Guitar Hero Rock Band genre...
I hate Gitadora drums.
I played it that one time at the arcade in Texas.
That
shit was tough. That shit was tough.
Yeah.
Also, it's just because it's a vertical scrolling highway.
Yeah,
I don't like that. I like the tapered highway that we have in Guitar and Rock Band stuff. We've never had a drum specific game in this genre. It's always been a side thing.
Gitadora actually, there was an update on one of the latest Gitadora updates that has a lane like that, but it looks like the notes fly down like Guitar Flash.
Oh god!
Why are we doing that for? What?
Okay.
Why did those?
It's probably copyright.
Side note. They probably have. Well, how's Guitar Hero and
patents?
Rock Band though. Guitar Hero and Rock
Guitar
Band.
Hero and they licensed that shit, didn't they?
They did. Think so? There's probably
they
a
licensed off that patent
scroller.
or something's like, you guys can have it.
And then Harmonix just retains that patent because of Fortnite and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, probably.
Well, it's also I think. No, it's because they had that shit since Frequency.
True. That's it. Yeah, true. Yeah.
3D highway with notes flying down.
I bet you if you start Googling patents, you'll find that shit. There's a lot of different Harmonix patents that are out there.
I think we talked about that a couple of times. And it's like, probably. That's why like Rock Revolution guitar, Popstar guitar, and fucking, Power Gig, they all look like shit.
Yeah.
They all look like shit.
Yeah, you're probably right. It's that's definitely the case.
I guarantee you, if any of those dog shit games came out, if they were able to do the Guitar Hero look, they would do it.
They would have.
Yeah.
But side note, why did all the Flash games look like shit with the notes that are larger and then they get smaller towards the bottom when they get to the highway?
It's probably easier for them to animate it that way instead of dynamically coming down the highway.
But it's still bigger at the top and it goes smaller towards the bottom.
Exactly.
So why did they make it smaller and then bigger? And why was it like the case for all of them?
I don't know, man. Try developing an action script. That's what
I don't know how
to
do that shit. I know it just looks bad.
I'm trying to find the Gitadora gameplay with the. Oh yeah, here we go. Look at this.
You got a video? Oh god!
Slightly, a little bit more readable.
And it's so fast.
Dude,
I could guitar flash.
Hold on, I could straight up read this shit. I actually kind of fuck with this.
I mean, it's exactly like it.
Why is it slow down? Make it the same goddamn speed the entire time.
That's fucking wild.
Oh, okay, no, but like the snare roll there,
I can read that, right?
I mean, I can read it, but it still looks like shit. It could be so much better.
Wait, why? Oh no, I don't like the inconsistent speed.
Yeah.
No,
you know what's funny?
So
this looks like Moonscraper, like the blue background, and then
yes, it does.
It does, but even Moonscraper looks better.
Even Moonscraper looks better than this.
Yeah. I would play Moonscraper over this yucky looking game.
Oh, but my man's playing open-handed.
He's going nuts on this chart,
hard,
by the way.
Dude. He's going hard as hell.
Oh, he's
doing
doing
the stuff that I wish that I could play, but I can't read. I can't read it.
No, I can't read.
Also, you can't get good at it unless you live at the arcade. So
correct.
Yeah, and
next
in Japan, man,
near round one.
They just, bro, in Japan, like they work a week, they go to the arcade over the weekend, they stay there all day. Like this is normal. They just play all day.
Yeah, no, we can do it better. I'd just like to have it in my home. Thanks.
I would love to eventually get some of these games to like have cabinets at home and like be able to like play some of this shit at home. I would love.
that.
I
think
that's what
a lot of it's been converted. A lot of it's been converted to Yarg.
Yeah,
they found the charts and they're able to convert it over to Yarg. I've had it.
You can convert this
year,
on. There's extra Well, not really. There's 4 main pads and cymbals, so yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I think the thing
it's really just the other pedal.
I really want the other, like the official hardware, right? That experience, like
you know what's so funny? The Guitadora drum cabs that are like here in the States. I literally had that drum kit growing up.
Yeah, it's a Yamaha.
It was a Yamaha DTX brand.
Yeah.
So
sick.
Yeah.
And they just what they do is they just fucking weld it to the cabinet, basically.
Yes. Yeah. They weld it to the cabinet, and then you sometimes you have to ask for drumsticks, or they'll have it on a leash. They'll have the drumsticks on a leash or something.
They usually have them tied up, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, tied up. Let me look up Guitadora Yamaha DTX. It's just
it's the same thing. I think they might get these white. I think they might get these white pads though. Like I think that they're like custom kind of.
Yeah, this one looks like a brand new cab.
Yeah, like I think that they just work directly with Yamaha and they make them to their spec pretty much, right?
Yeah. This is way more readable than than the top down look for me. And I know that some people who are used to this would look at Festival and Guitar Hero and be like, this is a little weird. I'm a little disoriented.
It's just a matter of what you played first.
Yeah, what you played first, exactly.
And what you're more comfortable with, what you play the most.
That's why I have trouble playing. I don't have much trouble playing the Project Diva game, even though that's overstimulating as fuck. But like, it was still cool to play.
Hey! Speaking of which, you guys pick up DJ Max?
I did. $9.99.
I've had it.
I gotta
pick it up. Pick it up.
Purchased it. I've not played it yet, but I do have it.
If anybody's listening and enjoys Festival Gamepad mode and you have not, please pick up DJ Max. It's on sale. It's like $10 on Steam. You're gonna have a lot of fun. You'll get way better gamepad.
Until I believe March 20th. It's the spring sale.
Yeah, I'll have to grab it.
Yeah, Wise Moose has added DJ Max Respect 5 to their library.
That's right, Jam
yes!
Stuff.
He's got respect.
It's so good.
Oh yeah, I do have it installed. The fuck? Okay.
Yeah, I'll grab it later today.
Hey, the single biggest thing compared to playing Festival that you'll notice immediately, I didn't have to calibrate that shit instantly. Like, you could just play. I almost PFC'd a song.
Crazy concept.
That sounds really nice. That sounds appealing.
Crazy.
But then also this is like a standalone game. We're loading up Fortnite. That's a shooting game. That's Fall Guys. That's Rocket Racing. That's creative. That's creative and save the world, right?
Standalone or not, the fact that if you miss a note and you want to practice, you can hit a button and rewind and try it again.
Yeah, because are all the songs on there streamed?
No.
Okay, so that's all on there. But like, that's also the game is fucking 90 gigs.
There's a reason.
90
that's a lot.
It has HD videos that are unique for every song.
I see. Okay.
That's why. It is. And every song has the keynotes. So if you play a song, if you play a note early or if you play a note late, the audio plays early or late.
Yeah, so that's also what happens in Guitadora as well.
So nice.
Per note stems.
Which is probably a lot of fucking money.
Yeah,
per note stems is insane. I just think about the drums. What is it? The drum stems for all the Rock Band songs. It's a kick pedal, snare, toms, and cymbals stem for each one.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then
they have to.
Yeah, they have to do it.
So yeah, there's a lot that goes into DJ Max, and every time I've played it, I've enjoyed it more than the last time I played it. The fact that there's like a GHTV streaming mode, right? That you can play with other people. The fact that you can have a competitive environment. There's 8-player lobbies for viewer games.
Really?
Yes.
That's amazing.
8 players is
so
insane.
Nice, dude.
Wow.
Man.
Wow.
Dude,
that's fucking crazy.
I got a direct message on Discord from Noise, and it's just a tracking number.
Oh yeah.
Huh? Me too.
He's sending
what the fuck?
All of us. He DM'd me. He was like, "I'm sending you all one." By the way,
it was just a couple minutes ago. Very fortuitous that we're recording right now. I don't think you knew that.
Well, I messaged him. I said, "Congrats on the launch. We're recording," and I just saw the tweet, so we talked about it. He was like, "Oh, thank you."
Okay, I said the same shit to him too. Yeah. So he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get that 4 times now."
He was like, "I'm sending you all one, by the way. Here's your tracking number."
Thank you, Mr. Cult Mods.
That is incredibly kind, Noise. I'm responding to him right now too. I love it.
Jake, you know what my favorite line by you is now, Jake?
What?
I'm gonna lie. You really deserve that one.
Yeah, I gotta lie. You deserve that. You deserve.
I'm gonna lie. Blueberry Faygo is a banger.
Yeah, I'm gonna lie.
I'm gonna lie.
Feel free to lie. I'm okay with it.
I just remember saying, "Hey, what's up, Retro Cult Mods?" in the YouTube chat, and he was like, "Wait, government full name?"
Full government.
Making some real noise with that one.
Jake's got something. Oh yeah.
He did the thing.
I did the thing.
Oh, it's
how does it?
I'm sorry. It's dingy, dude. I don't.
It feels
oh god.
Good. Okay, so to intro this, I forget the guy's name already. What was the person?
Rhythm Reamped.
Rhythm Reamped. Okay, I was thinking re-energized. Reamped is close enough. So Rhythm Reamped over in the Sandtroller Discord. I think we talked about this last week.
We did.
That he made this, and I'm like, I can print that. I can go print that right there. I did exactly that. Pretty much right after we were done recording that same night. I'm like, I got to do that. It's so cool. So the way this works. It just pops on. Hold on, I gotta move some shit on my desk so I have room to put this guitar. Also, shout out to my boy Ghoul TV Punks for making the Billy Joe.
Yeah, I think it's so cool.
That looks really cool.
I think it's awesome.
And it's the only like Rock Band 1 Strat that I have around that I'll actually use. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll put on this one. So you print out the top piece that slides over the neck, right? And then the buttons just kind of sit in the fret cavities. This is what the bottom of the button looks like. I don't know how well you can see it.
That's so smartly engineered.
Very smartly engineered.
A very good
surprising.
Engineer.
This is surprisingly well done, and it just slides right in. It's just a hole, and in the bottom of the hole is the silicone pad that gets pushed down and that actuates the button. So it just sets in there, and then you put this on top to keep them all in place, so they don't pop out on you because there's a little stopper on the side. Again, don't know how well it's going to show up, but yeah, and it slots on like just friction on a Rock Band 1 Strat. Works really well. On a Rock Band 4 Strat, on my one specifically, it's a bit loose. So I was thinking about getting like some glue or whatever, like something.
I kind of want to do this to every Rock Band guitar that I own.
Dude,
Bro,
I'm telling you,
buy the same printer that Jake has. It's
$200.
Well, I gotta get I gotta get my PC parts first, and then I'll get
fair.
it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
All right.
I'm telling you, I would use this Strat over any other Rock Band Strat I have right now. I would definitely use these frets over Rock Band frets.
So it reuses the silicone underneath, right?
Yeah, it reuses the same silicone that's down there. So if you have a Rock Band Strat that right now doesn't have good silicone, like it takes a lot of pressure to really get that note to happen, which seems to be the case for a lot of Strats nowadays. Just like somehow the silicone is, or the carbon pill underneath there is like wearing out.
Yeah,
I don't exactly know why. You can rip that thing apart and just rub it on paper.
You can take it off. Says. Yeah, you can rub it on a piece of paper. It'll fix it.
Yeah, I guess it's just getting a new film layer on top. I don't know.
Pretty much.
But it feels very much like a stock Guitar Hero neck. It's silicone. It slides well. It feels nice.
Oh, you know who needs that? Erica.
It doesn't
Erica
look like
loved
it should work.
Perfect for her.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the best of both worlds.
I hit him up and I told the guy I'm gonna send him that broken Riffmaster neck so he can make it for the Riffmaster. I gotta make this
not work. This does not work on the Riffmaster.
I gotta make this happen.
Didn't know that, but the Riffmaster frets are actually slightly sized down. I believe this is too big to fit on a Riffmaster by like 2 millimeters. Like very.
Look at what I put in general because this.
Yeah, this shit's so cursed, bro. I saw this the other day. So cursed, man.
Jeez.
It's so cursed, dude.
Oh, I want to throw up. Bro, that's disgusting. That's disgusting.
Brother, ew.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
It's just a fucking...
it's the same.
What'd you do to my boy?
Is it a full-size Kale?
Massacred my boy. Yeah, they're full-sized, I think, MX switches.
Yeah, and it's just like
bro.
It's like a keycap.
Bro, I think
I
those
love
are like...
that. That is the most cursed thing I've ever seen ever.
I think that those are like Gator and Browns, bro. Like
they could be brown.
I think that's what they are.
That is the most cursed thing I've ever seen.
I have Gator and Browns on my keyboard. They look exactly like that. Like
I hate that. I did not like the look.
No, it's
this
not,
is better. Try this out, folks.
Rhythm Reamped he made the opposite where like I think you can put like the Rock Band frets on a Guitar Hero neck or something.
Yes, he's working on that too.
Yeah, he's working on that.
Won't be doing that. Won't be doing it.
You know,
the
funny
cool
thing about him,
he's doing it in the first place.
He kind of just showed up in the Sandtroller server out of nowhere, and like, dude, that like Rock Band neck shit, he got that shit done in like a full day. It took him like a day or two.
It's not that long for a really well designed thing. I was surprised.
Very good. he's very good at measuring things accurately, so he doesn't have to iterate on them multiple times. Like, I'm sitting here designing shit like this, printing it out 30 times before I get it right. He does it like once, and he's like, all right, yeah, you can print this out, it'll probably fit. And then you print that, you're like, oh, it just fits. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
so big shout outs to him. Very talented guy.
Yeah, Rhythm Reamped. I'm pretty sure he has an Etsy page too. He has a
he's got
a
like a Rock Band board. Yeah,
to like
that he worked on with
it's like a Sandtriller based
Pico. Yeah,
yeah, it's a Pico. Yeah, so you can Sandtriller a Rock Band guitar. And it's
you
all like
get a Pico
modular
with,
plugs.
You get a Pico with pin headers on it, and you just solder it on there. But yeah, him and there's another member of the Sandtriller server called DB, and I think they worked on that together. Damn bitch.
Damn bitch. That's
Sandtriller server's awesome. It's a great.
You said in a day he cooked up those Strat frets.
Yeah, it took him like 1 or 2 days, man. It was quick.
That's insane.
It was quick.
Man, that's like inspiring because I want to like model a bunch of these guitars that I still have, just wire them up. I have the Logitech guitar. It'd be cool to use it.
Dude, somebody in the Sandtriller server got a Logitech guitar, and I was like, good fucking luck modding that thing, man. I'm like, it's gonna be hard to make it not feel like trash. It's gonna be hard.
I have one of those too, and the goal was to make it somewhat playable, but I don't know if I want to tackle that anymore.
There was a guy on Facebook that modded his pretty heavily, and it looked like a hunk of trash, but he played it all the time. He modded the strum bar, made it clicky. I don't know what he did with it. I think he like painted
that shit feels like
something.
Ass, bro. It's not a good strum bar.
It's probably like bottom rubber 5 membrane. Guitars of all time. Bottom
rubber
5.
membrane fucking strum bar.
And it's not even that it's membranous. It has no range of motion. It just moves like this. It hurts your wrist. Like physically, it hurts. Like
I love how that sounded like the shower scene.
Yeah, but just
like crazy.
Just kill me if I use that thing. Kill me. Do it.
Speaking of guitars, somebody DM'd me earlier today. Like, hey, I live in Finland. There's somebody in Finland selling a Guitar Hero Coke Zero guitar. Do you want this?
Oh,
I'm like,
shit.
Oh!
I'm like, yeah.
How much?
Yeah, I do. It's like €80, which is
that's not bad.
Decent for me. I'll take that. So I'm gonna hit up the guy who's selling it directly, or go through the guy who messaged me to have him pick it up and ship it to me. But I'd like to get a Coke Zero guitar.
Dude, a CZ guitar would go hard.
Is it a Warriors of Rock?
No, it's a GH5. Actually,
GH5.
I think the one specifically is GH World Tour.
They've had that Coke Zero promotion since like Guitar Hero 5. They were doing that for a long ass time.
Oh shit! You got to get this thing, bro.
They literally, I think it's the level, it's the carnival level, where you play A-Punk. I think it's just a big Coke Zero fucking building that you're playing in front of. Like, you know what I'm talking about? I think
Echo
that's what
Tesla has a big Coca-Cola sign in there on Warriors of Rock.
Why does it look squishy?
I know. I don't know how that's gonna feel. Right? It feels like it's like
I have played on that before because in Orange County when I was a kid, Guitar Hero was just going on a tour around the nation, and they had a bunch of kiosks set up.
Guitar Hero Nation?
They just had kiosks set up, and like they had the GH5 guitar with this Coke Zero faceplate on it. And I guess it was probably to get less of the gunk of the general public's hands.
Yeah, they might have
it looks like it looks like it was meant to stay visible so that it couldn't get scratched off or damaged. So they would put these on the guitars, and then
it looks bulbous.
They also had like DS setups.
Bulbous?
It does look bulbous.
It's squishy.
It looks like a pool.
It is squishy. It is very squishy because I have played on this before. I have.
Yeah, I need to get this.
I mean, Jake, I guarantee you could take that off and the faceplate would be fine underneath.
Fuck that. I ain't touching it. I'm keeping it as original as possible. I've seen all of them. They all look bubbly. I'll keep it bubbly.
He's getting CZ'd.
Oh, yeah.
We don't talk about the original Coke Zero recipe, though. This is when Coke
this is original Coke Zero. That was ass. The new Coke Zero, though?
Coke Zero was awful.
That's tight.
New Coke Zero, that's like our version of cigarettes.
Yeah, in a way.
It's equally as bad in a way.
Crazy statement.
It was funny when I was up late on Soya's stream, just talking to the chat. I did a couple things. One, I did an autism test, but I also did a
There's a spreadsheet of that.
Oh, I took the autism test too, bro.
I did a zero sugar soda tier list, and I put all the Coke Zeros in S tier, of course. And then for an A tier, I did the MDZSBB. It's Mountain Dew Zero Sugar Baja Blast.
You put that in A?
MDZBB. It's growing on me. People said it's ass and it's not good.
Dude, that's S plus for me. That's S plus.
Oh,
it's better
really?
Than the
I thought you were going to go the opposite way.
It's better than the original Baja Blast.
Okay, people are like, "Ooh, you got the zero version. You're not going to like the zero." I'm like,
Zero Baja Blast was always better than the original. The second that they came out with it was always better.
No, I mean, when I go Taco Bell, I get the regular Baja Blast. I don't get the zero.
No,
but if I buy 12 packs, I buy
if I go to Taco Bell
never
and
get zero.
they only have regular Baja Blast, sorry, I'm not getting it. No.
Really? Huh. Okay.
Blasphemy.
It's just something about it. I think I've just been so aspartame pilled, which is not the best thing. It's not the thing to be hooked on. I'm drinking less of it now.
Jake,
good.
Thank you. It's a good image. I told Soya to put that on a shirt. She's trying to FC Flames in the credits right now.
Oh, really? She's going for that again?
God.
Yeah. Got the credits save up?
That sucks.
She's been doing that since we started recording.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Ew. Stronger than me. I'm not doing this shit.
Stronger than I. That shit sucks.
She has to get through she has to do the fucking guitar battle every time.
You have to do the guitar battle. That's the rules. That's
Miss
the rules
one time,
came up with. You have to go defeat Lou first.
Yep, you have to.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah, I don't like it. I just saw Raul in the credits right there.
You know what? Really though, that's almost as shitty as making Herman Li. That's almost as shitty as making Herman Li pick up a blowtorch.
Oh, yeah, we didn't talk about that.
And fire a box for 5 minutes before.
We're talking about this so late into the episode. We're over an hour in.
We need to talk about this.
I don't know how we blanked on that. We played fucking Through the Fire and Flames with Herman Li.
Yeah.
He dropped lore with us too.
He
did.
Why does Clone Hero still owe him $1?
Yeah, so Clone Hero licensed Trooper of the Stars from Dragon Force for $1. And Clone Hero never paid them that $1.
How? He was like, "I'll invoice you when the time comes," or something.
Yeah, and then
he's like, "Yeah, Matt, you, yep,
yeah."
You owe me.
I think it was Matt, right? Yeah, Matt owes me. And MD sitting and confirmed it. He's like, "Yeah, that's right. Secret's out." So, whatever you say, man, that's cool. Also, that was the first time that Herman Li has played Through the Fire and Flames in a rhythm game like this since Guitar Hero 3. So that was pretty cool.
It's been a long time.
We should edit together our VODs or something, or just have all 4 of our POVs up on the Lore Hero YouTube channel.
I could try to.
I have mine downloaded. I could just put it up on my drive. And
mine's not. It's not. My VOD's not very muted. I think it's muted once, and that's it.
I think it's beautiful to think that Herman Li never played the Smash Hits chart.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably best off.
Or any of the Rock Band charts either.
Or Rock Band VR.
Or GH Live.
Or GH Live. The GH Live version, yeah.
God forbid, the shortened version, the music video version.
Yeah, we made him play Custom Car Tycoon because that's the meme.
Some of the funniest
meme in
our
community.
You have to unlock the song with your friend, though. You have to play with a friend, and you have to do it in a custom
literally
map
could have just
or
played
Epic
Festival.
map.
We literally could have played anything.
We didn't even have to do this.
It's so fast.
We all own the song. We didn't even have to make him unlock it.
It's also true. We didn't think about that until after. We already had the song.
No, we took the opportunity and seized it to make him play fucking Custom Car Tycoon, and I think that's legendary.
He's got to unlock his own song, right? He's got to. It's part of the experience.
It's part of the experience, man.
Which he's like a meme lord, so it felt fitting to make him do that.
Yeah, I should have played his. I should have played his fucking Peter Griffin, but it is what it is. Which, as of today, as a unlocking the song, if you haven't unlocked it yet, it's entirely free. You have to just play Fortnite with one other person.
On your friends list.
On your friends list, and you have, by the time you're hearing this, you have less than 2 weeks to get it.
Yes, the end of March.
So do it.
End of March.
Get it for free. Get it for
free.
Even if you're not...
I think that's
it'll come
awesome.
back paid one day, but get it for free.
Even if you're not playing it right now, if you're not playing the game, but you have the time to load up Fortnite and get it, maybe there will be enough features in the future where owning Through the Fire and Flames saves you a few bucks.
Yeah, or maybe the engine will be better sooner rather than later, and it's actually going to be an enjoyable experience for 99.9% of players who can't FC right away.
I'll enjoy that.
Yep.
Cheers to that.
What was I going to say? I was like, it was so cool scrolling through TikTok over the weekend, just seeing how many people were just playing Flames. Flames. It was like, man, I haven't seen this person. I haven't seen this person on festival in a while. Oh, who's this new person playing festival? Oh, they're pretty good. You know what I mean? Like that's great. That's great and all. I like that. Fix the game. You see a lot more people playing it.
Yeah, well, more so than just for this one song. This game,
I have said from the beginning, like the engine has the potential of being like the best since like GH2, Rock Band 2. You know what? I don't give Rock Band 4's guitar engine enough credit. Like that's a good engine.
It's not bad.
All things considered, after it took them like 4 years to get it right, I mean, it's a good feeling engine. I will say.
Feels better than Rock Band 3 in most cases. Rock Band 3 feels too punishing.
It feels better than Rock Band 3. Rock Band 3 doesn't like you when it decides to, but I don't know.
So does Festival.
Like they over perfected that engine though. Like I feel like I deserve the misses. I feel like I've been whipped by Rock Band 3.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the big difference. Rock Band 3 is a bit more punishing of an engine, but when you miss,
but it's like, I'm so sorry. I know.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I did mean to hit that more in time. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. It's me. It's not you. But with Fortnite, it's like, what the fuck? I did that exactly correct.
Rock Band 3 is abusive.
Are you kidding me?
While Festival, there's something wrong with it.
We're abusive to Festival because you got to stop fucking up. You need to shape up, mister.
Whoa. Oh, my God. I didn't... Hey.
You need to get all A's or you're grounded.
Festival's the kind of thing that you're walking along on a field and you're just like, la-di-da, everything looks good. And then all of a sudden you step into a trap and fall in spikes like an old Kaizo video game.
Was it? I want to be the guy.
Has 2 -1s, bro. 2 -1s.
I want to be the guy. Oh, yeah. Nice.
But that's it, right? Like everything looks like it's going to be fine, but then all of a sudden, a foot flies out of nowhere and kicks you off screen. Because
dude, or like the fucking Kaizo Cat Mario game, like that.
Exactly.
Cat Mario.
Yeah. That's how Festival feels.
Right. It looks exactly like the old games, but for some reason, things just don't play out the way you expect them to.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to try and do things to turn out the way I wanted to.
And like Pepsi. Yeah.
All I wanted was an FC. Just one FC.
Oh, hey, speaking of
the game wouldn't give it to me. Just an FC.
You gave it to me. Gave it to Alec. We're 2 of 3 people in the world that have the FCs on Pro Lead.
Must be nice.
Jason, the eye twitch. Holy shit.
The game didn't give it to me. I forcibly took it.
Oh, yeah. The game did not give me anything. I
took that shit.
I had to play blood, sweat, and tears. All 3 of them. Maybe even a couple other excretions.
I in certain moments of Through the Fire and Flames on Pro Lead, it's like I have to play like I own and created the engine. Or
you know everything about it.
But then outside of I have to play like it's the most delicate fucking tiny bird of an engine ever.
It's a weird dichotomy because in some parts that are just like, for me, a mental block. I'm pretty sure like it's the part it's the orange, yellow, and then orange, blue trill piece. That's the hardest part of the song for me. That is such a mental block. It's not that hard. Conceptually, I know what I must do. Conceptually, I know it's just a couple of weird little trills. Just tap it. It's not that bad. But somehow, in here, it's like, this is the hard part. Hard part's kind of... You don't want to miss on the hard part. The past 5 minutes have been for nothing. You've missed you missed the hard part.
You know what sounds insane? When I was grinding and just playing the entire song through, at the very end after the trips, it's like... I was missing on the ascending part, and I was like, oh, great. Now I have to pay attention to that. And so in the last 2 FCs that I got, I wasn't even like excited to FC the song because I was like, well, if I miss in that fucking weird ascending part, then I guess the game just has it. But it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, I don't think I told you guys this, but I had one really bad choke last night on my living room setup. I was a -4. It was at the very. I did tell you guys this. It was the middle of Twin Solo, right at the very end. It was like after the descending trips where it goes, blue, yellow, red, orange, yellow, red, blue. Yeah. That part, and then it goes. There's like there's like 3 strums in there, like an orange strum, a blue strum, and a red strum. It was right after that red strum I missed on that. The first time I've ever missed those 4 notes ever in my life. And it was on an FC. I've seen everything else because the rest of the song for me is free.
Isn't that when you're like that was like you're saying this song's starting to piss me off again?
That was probably right around then.
No, you don't want it. That's why I took off my stream because I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a video, but like I also want to get consistent at Flames, but I don't want to get mad at the cam on stream. Like
that's why I was doing it. I was streaming no face cam when I got my FC. I just wanted less pressure. I didn't want these fucking lights on. I didn't want the camera on. I just wanted to fucking play the game and focus.
It's that type of song, man.
I'm a little jealous of you guys just being able to lock in and be able to play it because I
me too.
It's advanced A.
I couldn't.
It's advanced
I didn't
A.
have a good time. I didn't have a good time playing it.
I wish my A was that advanced.
Hold on. There.
Oh, that's
my God! Wait, slow that bitch. Hold on, slow that bitch down.
That shit was
Hold on.
Discord. Post on Discord.
What happened?
I can't. This is way too big. It's a full recording.
Just screen record. Just screen record it. Just screen record it.
Why? What do you want to see? I'll tell you exactly what happened.
I don't want to see fucking green. Was it the green?
It was
the red
on
straw?
me. It was me. I did it. It was my fault. I should have said it. The pattern goes red, green, red, yellow, green. I did it the backwards way, pretty much. Instead of going red, green, I did red, yellow. I did instead of yeah. So it was my fault, and I was nervous because my living room setup is my leg setup in there is crazy. It's like 300 milliseconds, 325, like 300 ms.
Oh wow!
What is it first? AV and then 325 input, and it's on 60 hertz on an Xbox Series S.
Yep.
So it's very different from the
I made it
120
past
that I
what
feel.
the. I made it past
regular
what the on my fucking living room, and I was like, "Wow, this is actually possible. This is actually legitimately possible."
I started tapping what the. By the way, I've changed my method from just brute force one handing it. I tap it.
Are you just tapping the oranges?
Pretty much. So, well, technically no. So you get into what the. It's a kind of a descending quad, orange to red, and then yellow. I tap that yellow. Which is what I do on Smash Hits. I treat it very much like the Smash Hits Shred to Glory B. So I tap that yellow, and then I slide down green to red. I could pull up a video. What the fuck am I doing? I gotta show people this as well.
I have a question about that because I saw some other people talking about trying to tap it, and I'm not sure how this works specifically. I saw people trying to pre-anchor the blue when you go to tap the orange and missing.
Yeah, that'll never work. That's ascending ghost.
I was gonna say, isn't it because the orange is there? That the blue is considered an ascending ghost?
Correct.
Yes.
That's mean.
Yeah. So that's why I just pre-hold down orange, knowing that there's no infinite front end, and I just strung
wasn't Kai saying the same thing? Like they had to hit a part without anchoring?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the grace notes going into what you can hear it in her FC. She lets go of the frets, and then you just hear her start aggressively tapping.
That's like
fucking
some
what I was like, I know exactly
some scientific shit.
Yeah, I have to get scientific for some of these sections.
You do.
I have what the up now. So yeah, this is for the viewer's sake. This is what it looks like. So I tap that first yellow after the descending quad, and then I tap the three oranges, and it goes. It's a orange, blue, orange trill, and then yellow, red, yellow. I'm anchoring the red this whole time. I believe. Am I?
Oh.
Technically, the video I'm showing you is from my first FC where I one-handed, so I'm not. But I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think I hold that red down, and then
so you just slide back to the green.
Yeah, So I with my middle finger, I hit the yellow, and then anchoring the red, middle finger on the yellow again. Slide down green, slide back up to the red, and then I tap the three oranges, and then middle finger on the yellow afterwards. Tap the blue, and then tap the. Three yellows when there's a green yellow trill at the end. I don't know how well you explained that, but that's how I do it now.
Yeah, I'm picturing it. I'm picturing it.
It works most of the time for me.
Yeah, for me, I tap only the oranges and the blue orange trills. That's it.
That's fair. That's valid. I just do a bunch of extra shit.
I would love to be able to take this and just repeat it and loop the section. Not
what
even,
is that called?
Not even practice mode.
It sounds like cheating, JP.
Not even. Okay, but wait a second. Even if we got DJ Max rewinds, that wouldn't let us slow it down. God damn it.
True.
Damn it.
Hey, I got a video on my channel. Go check that out and go pull out your guitar and just go ahead and press the back arrow to go back 5 seconds to practice it, and then you do your little thing.
We are 20 years in the past pulling up videos on YouTube.
If I can you change playback speed on like Spotify? Can you do that?
I don't know.
Can you do that with a streaming song? I don't think you can.
Maybe not Spotify.
Yeah, no, I can't. Because I'm just using Spotify as a frame of reference because it's like
because the song is being streamed.
Songs being streamed.
Yeah. I mean, the song is being streamed on YouTube.com as well, but you can slow that
down. I know on like YouTube.com. Like if I go to YouTube Music, can I just like slow it down?
No,
I don't think so. Song. Yeah, no.
I mean, that's also part of the reason why that on streaming services they do like slowed version and nightcore.
Well, they do that because people will try and just get around copyright, and then that becomes the viral sound instead of the actual song. So
you make extra money from those extra streams
make extra
too,
money
right?
from that. So. Yeah.
instead of putting the controls of, hey, speed this up, slow this down, make it another click, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been yapping for a second. Shit.
We've been yapping for a little while. It was a fun yap. We covered a lot of different topics today.
Yeah,
I think we definitely missed some too, but hey, for where we are.
Shit. I'm Christopher Life is playing Festival now. We can talk about that real quick.
Shout out to Chris. I've been helping him a lot with things. He's been asking questions to all of us, and love seeing him on the game.
Mm-hmm. And he's awesome, dominating already. He's getting 3 good runs on the Pretender or some shit.
Knowing how much of a demon he is at accuracy playing in DDR, it's just
now
it's full circle, man. Now it's full circle.
Clearly,
he's
got
the Pretender for 4 hours.
I will say
he made a great Twitter post.
Yeah, that was where I was going. Yeah. It's very nice to see all of his critiques being the same things we've been talking about.
As a DDR player's perspective, I think
exactly, and it's sort of unbiased in that way. Yeah, it's unbiased in a way because he plays the traditional games, but he has a Guitar Hero upbringing. I was saying an upbringing is downplaying a lot, but you know what I mean. It's just he was also a legend in our
notoriety.
Space. He is a legend in our space.
First ever through the Fire and Flames FC. Nobody can ever take
First ever Miserloo FC without even knowing HOPO's worked in GH2.
That's true.
So funny.
That's so crazy.
That's my favorite piece of history.
That's so good.
But yeah, no, he's I think right now he's using a stock Wii guitar with a RAFnet adapter with Festival Instrument Mapper, and I'm just we gotta get him on something better. He had something better, but then it bricked itself when he was trying to.
Yeah, he was hitting me up about it.
So
he wants LEDs, and I don't have them.
Yeah, I mean, bad. I was gonna say you just got to get a revival kit.
Get a revival kit, get a funky
Mr.
kit,
Cult Mods,
get
Mr. Funky. I just got funky switches in the mail. I just bought 20 funky switches. I'm going to slowly swap out all of the strum switches on all my guitars to funky switches because they're just fantastic. They're phenomenal.
Yeah. Very good decision.
Nice.
Very good decision.
Those are awesome.
They feel so crisp.
They work very well.
Best mechanical switch I've ever felt for a strum bar. Fantastic.
Yeah, they're so nice.
Speaking of so nice, Funky. He's so nice. I bought them on Etsy like a regular paying customer, and then the next day I get an email saying that your Etsy order's been refunded. I'm like, oh no, does he not have any in stock? But no, he does. He just put a note that he's like, bro, just hit me up in Discord if you need anything. I'm like, oh, I wanted to give you my money. I wanted to pay for the product that's so good and I love. But okay, whatever.
That's why I buy anonymously. It's because I do truthfully want to just support the scene in that way.
So, it's a smart way to do so, I can get behind that. But yeah, Funky's a good dude. It's funny because when he first showed up on Etsy, he was he had made a board, right? And I saw it and I was like, oh, that actually looks pretty good. And I messaged him and I was like, hey man, I like what you're doing. It looks good. And then a while later, now I'm good friends with him.
I'll never forget his drop-in kit. I just had a dead Kramer. And I just took the guts out, put it in, 15 minutes, it was up. 15 minutes, a custom guitar was made. And I was like, okay, this thing's great. FC'd 1 on it. It was season 5. I was like, hell yeah. This thing works great. Hell yeah. No, that was the guitar I did most of GH1 125 with.
Oh.
That thing is beast. I have it still back there.
Yeah, he makes good stuff. Yeah. He does.
Some great stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my fucking new Retro Cult Mods V03, whatever you called that thing again. I forgot it.
Oh, the mini host.
Mini host.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Mini host.
I have to piss so bad.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, let's go. Let's go pee.
Let's go pee.
Right.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Pee time. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody.